This what went on. Oh, what she got in her hand? Oh. 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 Yo, what's going on, y'all? By the intro, by the title and thumbnail, y'all see what's going on here. This lady ended up exposing the whole program of what's going on here. Let me take these headphones off when I say this, actually. I've had a chance to watch every single thing, but I've read like the titles and intros. So allegedly, this lady was out on bond. Her crazy ex allegedly conspired against her and the bail bondsman people to get her arrested. But not only did he do that, illegally, he just went crazy. And she is in the, hey, she's finna get money on. But let's get into this right now and see what happened, y'all. I'm having a chance to watch this yet, but just imagine your ex is that mad at you that he willing to go get a bail bondsman and put the pause on you in the middle of everything. That's man. Let's get into it, y'all. Okay, y'all. So this says, this is one of the videos where my abusive ex and Juan and Gary from jail bail bondsman broke into my house during a home invasion, attacking me and my kids with a crowbar. Bail bondman, not bounty hunter, which bounty hunting is illegal in Florida. I don't think it's illegal in Florida. They had a whole show called Bounty Hunters that was in Florida, right? The one in the red is my ex, who is correction officer. The one who I left because he was abusive to me when I was okay. So the one on the left was her ex-boyfriend, who was a correctional officer, but she left him while she was pregnant. The one who had been stalking her and has kidnapped her daughter recently too. So I guess it's their kid together. The one who I've been considering with curious judges and police to railroad me into a court and harass me and arrest me outside of the jurisdiction and everything. I'm putting it all out for people to everything see. So much more to come. Share everything. The truth be translated. Okay. So this what went on. Oh, what's she? Oh. 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 What? Wait, y'all. Wait. Y'all see this right here with a crowbar. He just hit the son. Her ex just put the son in the headlock, and now he putting the pause on this woman right now. Like, what? What is going on? He just hit him twice with a crowbar in his head. Is they serious? And then took the daughter. Yeah, dude got some problems, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta train. I would have had to train my son how to use a switch. Is he able to get away from that?
You are. You broke the into this in my house. My name is Juan. I do not understand that. I'm a bail bond. For who? Gotta get that file, please. For who? Bring the file over.
Yeah, he gotta face some type of charges. That was a kid, bro. Ain't no kid in the head with no crowbar.
Hold on a second. You don't want to be touching me. Do not touch my private person. I am a natural person. I told you I don't have a contract with you. I'm telling you, I hate this job. I don't have a contract with you. Okay. You gonna be part of them, Gary? No, I'm not. I don't have a contract with anybody. Who's the?
Man, she got a pole right in the middle.
Are y'all? What kind of contract are y'all saying I have with you? You just brought a man who was dumped on me when I was fucking pregnant to my house. Who just attacked me? Stay over here. And that shit was recorded. Everything was recorded. Get my phone, Justin. Come on. This nigga just came here and attacked my fucking son. Come on.
What is he doing with a hammer?
My kids are afraid. I know they're scared.
My back pocket. Other.
And he had his gun. Literally was reaching for his fucking gun. Y'all don't even. That's okay.
Ma'am, you did have a knife.
Big ass. I was already missing anyway.
Back here.
Okay, listen. Hold on.
Now we're in this situation. You said I don't want to listen?
Yeah, you didn't want to fucking listen. I tried to fucking help you out. He's trying to tell you.
I have no clue. Like I said, whenever the supervisor gets here, we'll have to go through everything. I can take 1, 2, 3 hours. I have no idea. So, you know.
If they didn't have no warrant, search warrant or nothing like that, I don't think they can even have like an execute. I forgot what they call it when they break into your home. But it says right here, when the officer told the Bell's Bobsons what he did was illegal and that even he as the police can't do what he just did, they took me to jail and made me sit for 70 hours. They didn't even have a signed written promise to appear either, so the warrant was invalid. Hey, at least it got, I'm positive that's I'm positive that's going to get thrown out though, and she can sue and all that stuff. But that's why he said, dang, really? Like, yeah. All of them would have got sued.
No, we're not going anywhere in a hurry right now.
In that time, we're gonna be going to the jail. And I'm not taking you. I'm not right now. It's a different one you're getting right now. We're going to jail.
I do not consent. I do not agree. I do not have a contract with you.
You have a warrant for your
just broke it. I do not know you. I don't recognize you. I do not have an agreement with you, sir.
22.
Sir,
Okay.
I
You
do
were supposed to go to
not
court.
have an agreement with you.
Who else is here?
He just said. He just broke in here. I told him his minors in here. I told him his children in here. I told him we feel threatened. I told him I don't have
Kim and that child is here.
I have 4 children here.
Is anyone 18?
Two of which have been injured.
Okay. Sure, man.
And I still would like to press charges, especially against this ex of mine who came in here and broke in here as well. Came in here trying to attack, like, really?
Yeah, he was trying to get some steam off how he swung
And
on
he
her,
needs to be
bro.
checking him for a gun because he was reaching. Is he still out here or is he in cuffs right now?
Hit the son in the head.
You know, 24.
What do you guys?
Because they talking about him.
What do you guys do when you find somebody?
What do you mean it stopped the damn bleeding? See, that's why I didn't sign that shit, because it's a gas in your head right now.
I can take my little people give me a hard time. Okay,
All of this. People claiming injuries
Yeah.
and all that. So we have to
And he needs to be arrested as well.
Take care of that, but she's got to go to jail.
No, she will go.
I am not going anywhere. I don't agree to that.
Oh.
Why is he not in cuffs? I need you to take these off for me. You look at this man taunting me. Why is he not in cuffs and he came here to attack me and my kids? I want to press charges against him now. And he's a corrections officer.
He's not a corrections officer.
Who? Yes, he is. My ex. My ex. That standing there that came here to attack me is a corrections officer. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have a field day with the government. Oh, field day. It's a nice payday, but at the expense of my fucking kids, my son is bleeding from his head right now, and my other son has to... Let me see, where are you, baby? Let me see your eyes. Let me take a picture of you.
That's sad. They hit both of the kids.
Into a home.
She got a bond. This is who you're talking. Do you recognize her?
I don't recognize that.
Okay, that's her.
I don't recognize that. I do got a twin.
She has a bond. You probably already know. Please.
But you see that there was, you admit that there was, it says, something said refuse to sign, no notice, there's no contract. But who's in charge of, do not, if you are a rookie, do not let them let you, If you are a rookie, sir, Weston, if you are a rookie, do not let them put that on you. You are not in charge. You are in charge because you're the one who made that call on camera. You are. Don't let them listen. Don't put that on the rookie. Because he tried that. You tried that. What's your badge number, please?
308.
And your name?
Also Lewis.
Okay, and
She
then your name?
recording all.
And badge number?
Where are you guys taking?
For the record, I do not consent to this illegal kidnapping.
Yeah, okay.
I do not consent. This is an illegal kidnapping. This is being recorded. Don't. Did you leave my phone here? Into a home.
Okay, so they did take her to jail. They actually did take her to jail.
Oh, so also in the video, when my ex came in, when he grabbed my son and I punched him, like, you know, you chokeholding my son, and then he's punched me in the face, right? So the bondsman, Juan, the little black one, he grabs me and like pulls me to the floor, and my ex comes behind him and just start punching on me, like while he's holding me down, right? And at this time when they're holding me down and everything is when the guy hit my son in the head with a crowbar. And we kept trying to hit him again with a fucking crowbar. Like, just 'cause my son just standing there. He didn't do shit. He was just standing there. And then my ex came and, like, when my son was, like, trying to help me, like, okay, y'all all on my mind. Then my ex came and, like, pushed him to the side. And my son was trying to tell him, like, man, like, he just hit me in the head with a crowbar. Like what? So he pushed him in the hallway. My oldest daughter was holding my youngest daughter. And he came near and snatched her from her. And you'll hear my daughter saying, hey, like, no, in the video. And when he snatched her, his big ass elbowed my youngest son in the eye, blacked his eye. And he tried to kidnap her and walk out. Mind you, again, he is not legally her father. He wasn't on no birth certificate, no blood test, nothing. He don't even know. I could have been a hoe. I could have been out here. You know what I'm saying? He don't even know. Like, she looks just like him. He know, and he know I'm not really like that. But still, like, legally, there's no proof. There's no reason for you to do any of this shit that you doing. You wrong as hell. You just broke in my house. You just did a whole home invasion. There's no signed written promise to appear. The warrant ain't even valid because there's no signed written promise to appear, which a sergeant told them this shit, okay?
Right.
So he goes into the hallway with my daughter trying to leave with her. The police stop him. They finally come through. So the police stop him in the fire department, because we call it the fire department because my son's head was bleeding. And they didn't even want to like really document it. They was like, oh, you know, he's fine. He's fine. I'm like, okay, but what if he has like a concussion, whatever? Like, why? Like we need a report of this. So the police come through. They stop him. He's like, oh, she's sovereign. And that's all he has to say every time. When he be like, oh, she's sovereign, instantly the police be like, oh, well, we're already going to be against her because we heard sovereigns are terrorists or some shit like that. She's a sovereign citizen, which is an oxymoron. You can't be no motherfucking sovereign citizen. That doesn't even make any sense. I said, no, I'm private. I operate in the private. I'm not on the public side, period. So what's your name? No, I don't have to be telling you my name. What I'm going to tell you is this is a whole home invasion and I do want to press charges. If we ain't talking about that, we ain't got nothing to talk about. So then the guy's like, one of the officers come in and I'm like, and he just tried to kidnap my daughter. He didn't came here, did a home invasion and he tried to kidnap my daughter. Why is my daughter out there with him? Bring my daughter in here now. So they're like, that's his daughter. And I said, how would you know? She ain't on no, but she was like, he's on the birth certificate. And I said, no, he's not on her birth certificate. And he was like, oh, let me see. I said, I don't have to let you see shit. He's like, that's his daughter because they went to school together. So he feel like, oh, you know, as soon as he seen one of his homeboys, mind you, again, he's a corrections officer. So he's very well connected with other officers and shit.
Right.
So he just feel like he untouchable. So they tell him like, you know, just wait in the hallway. They bring the baby back in. But I'm like, no, he literally tried to walk out of here with her. He didn't came here, did all of this. Now another officer, they looking like, okay, what happened? I'm saying what happened. And the Bellsman's been saying what happened. And the officers was like, whoa, this is bad. He was like, but how did you, okay, like, do you have anything to show? Like that you was supposed to come to this address or, you know, and he's like, yeah, man, we have this, we have that. And like, and I'm like, ain't shit with that address on here. And you know it. You don't even know who I am because I never even saw you. So he pulls out this mugshot picture of myself. Look, that's her right here. I said, that could be a twin. That could just be a lookalike. I never saw you. I never met you. You pulling something from online. I don't care what that is. So he's like, how did you recognize her like at all before you came in? He was like, oh, I recognize the voice. I'm like, how the fuck you recognize the voice when I ain't never spoke to you before? I've never seen you, spoke to you, nothing. So what you mean you recognize the voice? You have no contract with me. So the officer was like, oh, we can just run with that. Really? And that's what you gonna conspire and lie around while you on video? Oh, okay. So then he was like, man, this is really bad. Yeah, this, this is not looking good. And I'm like, I tried to tell them this, right? So another officer comes in and he's like, oh, you're one of those. I like to teach people like you a lesson because you think you know so much about the law. So then he goes out and he asks his sergeant about the situation. And the Sergeant Nasuli, said, if there's no sign, make sure there's a signed written promise to appear. And if there is no signed written promise to appear, then everybody needs to leave that home and leave that woman alone if there's no signed written promise to appear. And that's because that officer must have looked it up and saw there is no signed written promise to appear. So they couldn't, the police couldn't even act on it. What the fuck make the bail bond think he can act on some shit?
Right.
Okay. So then it was like they were instructed to leave. And then that officer was like, I was like, see, and I told y'all, yeah, I'm waiting to go ahead, show the signed written promise to appear. I'm waiting to see this. I got cocky. So then, the bondsman was like, get that file. So he shows it and they pull out the document. And on the signed line, it says left without signing, refused, mailed, no signature on the written promise to appear. None. So now the officer get an attitude. And I'm like, see, well, there you go. I guess y'all got to go, huh? So the bondsman was like, well, I'm still going to take her in anyway. And I'm like, you ain't taking me no fucking weird. And then the officer was like, well, I'm going to take you in anyway. I said, you just heard what your sergeant said. So he's like, well, you still got a warrant. I said, did you not understand what your sergeant just said? If there's no signed written promise to appear, the warrant is invalid. So he's like, it doesn't matter. I'm taking you in anyway. So the bondsman was like, I got to take her in because I got a bond. That's $1,000 and I got to take it in. And then the officer was like, do you got a cage for her? And me and the bondsman both looked at him like, a cage? Now this is a white man telling me in this bondsman, do you have a cage for her? Okay. So I'm like, oh, it's one of that. It's that kind of situation. That's what you mean by people like me. Okay. So he was like, yeah, I got somewhere for her to be, it's secure is what he said. So he was like, well, no, I'm still taking her in. So then we get to the car and I'm like, okay, so I just want to know, what are you taking me in for if your sergeant just says you can't even take me in on no failure to appear in court? Mind you, this is all about not having a license. Okay. Not, I had guns and nothing crazy about not having a license while traveling in my own private property.
Right. No
accidents, no nothing ever. This is what this is for. So then I get there, I get in the car and I'm asking what it's going to be. He don't want to say nothing. And that's what I noticed. When they be in that car, they don't want to say too much. Okay. Right. So we get there, come to find out, he don't have me there on a failure to appear charge like they were saying it was going to be. He puts me there on a battery charge.
Wow.
Battery. Didn't tell me it was on a battery charge. It wasn't until they had some detectives come, not for Seminole County, not for Sanford, but for Orange County, where my ex works. They had them detectives come there to tell me that there was the battery charge, that's what they put, but they dropped it. And they was asking me like, okay, so we want to know more about like this sovereign citizen stuff because, we hear a lot about it, but we don't know much. We just want to learn from you. Bitch, you ain't here to learn from me. You got Google. Who do you think you trying to fool?
She's smart.
And I said, a sovereign citizen, that's an oxymoron. I'm not going to sit here and tell you shit. I said I'm private, period. I know there's public and private, and I operate in the private. I conduct myself in the private. So they were like, oh, okay, well, they dropped the battery charge. I said, oh, really? That's funny because they didn't tell me anything. Now, mind you, I've been sitting in jail for a while now. Okay. And here's where it's really going to get crazy. I've been sitting in jail for a while now, but why are Orange County detectives here for something that's done in Seminole County? Because you're conspiring with my ex, who's a corrections officer, who's still utilizing y'all and the police to do his dirty work. Right. Like the fucking Enough movie. Okay. Is what I've been going through with them. And now let me go ahead with the rest of this part. Oh, so also in the video, when my ex came in, when he grabbed my son and I punched him, like, you chokeholding my son, and then he's punched me in the face, right? So the bondsman, Juan, the little black one, he grabs me and like pulls me to the floor, and my ex comes behind him and just start punching on me, like while he's holding me down, right? And at this time when they're holding me down and everything is when the guy hit my son in the head with a crowbar, and we kept trying to hit him again with a fucking crowbar, like just cause my son just standing there. He didn't do shit. He was just standing there. And then my ex came, and like when my son was like trying to help me, like okay, y'all all on my mind. Then my ex came and like pushed him to the side, and my son was trying to tell him like, man, like he just hit me in the head with a crowbar. Like, okay, part 5.3, I think it is. All right, so now I'm in jail. Now they got me in like the solitude area because I don't get fingerprints, all of this stuff or whatever. So they don't want me in the general population around everybody else. I didn't get booked. They don't want me starting shit with people and telling them about nothing, right?
Right.
So now while I'm up there and I'm pissed, I'm like, they just told them they couldn't lock me up. So what happened was, if you are out on a bond, then just more corrupted shit. If you are out on a bond, valid or not, and you get a new charge, if you get a new charge and they take you to jail, they won't give you a new bond. So now you just got to sit in there the whole time, however long they want, while they drag it on out. Mind you, I already let it be known, you violated my right to a speedy trial. This is over with, okay? Your warrant is invalid because you ain't got no signature. That's why you was trying to hurry up and get me back in. Like, oh, we need you to sign this. We need you to sign this. No, I ain't signing shit. I already told you I ain't coming. And you knew you wasn't supposed to do that. But you did it anyway. Damn, why am I drawing a blank about this man's name? Oh my God. I'm gonna get his name. It's drawing a blank, the judge. Cause he was dirty. He was dirty. So
that whole department.
I'm sitting in jail. Now I'm sitting here meditating. I ended up fasting unintentionally. I did not eat for 6 days, and I did not drink for 6 days. And I mean nothing. No water, because that was easy because the water was connected to the toilet and I just could not do it. Okay, in the jail. So I didn't eat or drink or anything for 6 days. And I remember like on that 7th day, when I finally got up, I felt so weak, and they took me down. They gave me some crackers or whatever, some juice. And they was like, I remember my girl, Yaya, that was up there. She came up there and she was like, look, you might want to eat some, or they're going to try to put you in a little crazy part and try to say you might be suicidal, or you're trying to starve yourself or something. So, I had started eating, but now I was sitting in this jail for 72 days. All right. Mind you, they violated my right to a speedy trial. They wasn't even supposed to lock me up anyway. You just did a whole home invasion. You tried to kidnap my daughter. Luckily, I was able to put my kids with my neighbor, and he still couldn't take her. He still kept calling CPS and all type of shit on my neighbor. And my neighbor was like, from what I hear, you ain't even on her birth certificate. So I don't even know why you even over here doing anything. And then the CPS was like, well, damn, if you ain't on birth certificate, hey, no what the fuck to tell you,
can't
right?
do what he did.
So they left it alone. And now he felt like, damn, it ain't nothing I can do. And my ex-husband came down here after that and took all my kids, including my youngest daughter and my dog, up to Ohio with him and his girl. So at first, when I'm reaching out to him and everything, he's like, don't worry, I got the kids and everything. But I'm just like, okay, I'm glad you got the kids, you know, at least you did come through for that. Like, I'm grateful. Mind you, I didn't know this whole time he was conspiring with my ex the whole time, and I didn't know. So I'm like, okay, at least the kids up there. Like, this man crazy. Now he's telling me like, yeah, it's messed up. He was trying to reach out to me and stuff. Like, the kids reached out to me, told me what was going on. And, I came down there. I came right away because I'm like, damn, he came and got them kind of fast. But my neighbor was holding me down, though. He was holding me down. And I was like, okay, as I'm in jail, I get served immediately with the court documents for disestablishment of paternity, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm battling both cases. So that's his whole point in doing it. So he told the bail bondsman where I live, came there with them, tried to hide behind the door, so that I couldn't see him through the peephole, but he was there with them the whole time trying to kick down the door. Right. So that last big push was him, and that's why I was shocked when he came through the door, because I'm like, I looked out the keyhole, I didn't see him out there. He was hiding. He didn't want me to know he was there. He's a sneaky bastard, let me tell you. He didn't want me to know he was there. But he's the one who kicked in that door all the way with him. And helped him. So while I'm sitting in jail, And I get all this documents and stuff about legacy, about him trying to establish paternity and like trying to get custody and everything. But he thought when he filed all of this, he thought that legacy was still going to be here in Florida. He wasn't thinking that my ex was going to take her up there. Now, the whole time my ex is taking the kids up there because he thinking he got a chance to be able to be the hero in my life. And maybe we can get back together. And it's a hell fucking no. Like, he didn't threw that girl he lived with all under the bus. And she was all kind of fat this. And he don't like her that. And all of this. Like, as if I give a damn.
Just put all his business on social media. He helped you with the kids. That's crazy. Now he about to get into an argument with her.
Okay. Using the hell out of this girl. All right. But my kids up there, they safe. You know, they got time to spend with their father. Come to find out whole time he running my name through the mud to them. That's what they ended up telling me about the shit. And I'm just like, wow. Whole time you was conspiring with this motherfucker trying to get me locked up and my kids taken from me. You felt like if you have wherever my kids are, you feel like wherever my kids are, that's where I'm going to be. Because that's how I've always been. Like, I'm going to be with my kids, period. So he felt like, well, if he can get his daughter and then I can get the other kids, you know, maybe she'll come back here. Then he must have realized, hold on, that's the youngest one. If he got her, that's going to be a problem too. And legally, she's my daughter too. So I'm going to come get all the kids and make it look like I'm just that guy. Now they beefing. Now they was in cahoots at first. Now they beefing with each other. Especially when he sent me the documentation from their Instagram messages showing them saying like, oh, well, yeah, how you gonna get the DNA test? Oh, you gonna have to figure out something on how to get the DNA test or how you gonna get around her or whatever to do it and all this other shit. And plotting on me getting locked the fuck up. Both of them.
Well, I'll say one thing. At least you have a crazy lawsuit on your hands, man. There's not too many people that can say that and be like, okay, well, yeah. I do hope, you know, that she gets the justice that she deserves. I'm not too sure what went on the entire situation on, you know, like what's legit or what's not. But in my eyes, and I'm positive in y'all eyes, y'all see a lawsuit. Y'all see a major lawsuit, especially that the ex came in there being, he probably got some of the money from the Bells Boswell too. I'll give you 200. They probably split the money a certain type of way to go and get her. Then him coming there and taking a kid and hitting people like that. That don't look like any type of training. Proper training. Dude used training like he was in a correctional office, like he was in the jail. You know, but it is a sad situation. I can see, and I'm positive she's traumatized by this. A lawsuit is bound to happen. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on what she said about this. And y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions on this down below.